that night. Thirsty. Art. Now, as you can see, we have Dhillons and the dark ruby. Now, a little story background on this. There was a little advert on the internet asking for reviewers, so and you selected one bottle of beer, and my message, I do it on YouTube, blah blah blah, and they sent me 4. They sent me 4 of 7. So, thank you very much, Dhillons. If I had one of your glasses, I'd be drinking in that as well. So, can't get too greedy, I suppose. This one, as you can see on the label, that's why I've put it up again. It's dark ruby. It's a bit of light there coming on, you see. Haven't read the gump on it. Not much gump to read, to be honest. So I'll do that in a bit. Plain black bottle cap. Now I don't know about much about this brewery. I will go on their website in a minute and give you a bit of gump. I know they're in Coventry. So, ooh, that's chocolate and portery type. I'm gonna like this one. It's dark ruby. I thought it might be like a dark ruby bitter. Oh, it's that porter smell. I love it. Oh, there's chocolate in that one. Bit of toffee, dark crystal maybe even. That's just on the aroma. Hop. Golden's type, but mild. It's very sweet, malty, but there is a bit of hop. Well, let's go for the pour. And while I'm pouring, Coventry, by the way, was the world's first city that twinned, and it did it during the Second World War with Stalingrad. There we go. It is a dark ruby. As you can see there, that's a lovely ruby. Crystal clear. Beautiful. That is a ruby. And Jonah will testify. Darren might, because he smelt it. The braggot I did a few years back. It's got that. It's not quite dark fruits, but it's got that sweetness to it. Oh yeah. Not a lot of head. It's not hung around. I am picking up the malts. Very sweet. But there's hops. You can pick up the hops now. There's a little bit of a back flavour. Can't quite pick it out. Let's dive in. Anyhow, cheers to Dhillons for the first of your 4 reviews. Oh, smooth, even though it's carbonated, it's quite smooth. It's carbonated, but it's quite silky. So bear with me, there's definitely the chocolate. And that toffee, dark toffee caramel, bordering raisin fruit of the flavour. So up first. Yeah, it's quite good because it just blends all melds together. You can't definitely pick out things. It's not there. This comes quite dumb. It's going to be a tricky one hard. Do I like it? It's not bad flavour. Right, you get the fizz, the sweetness of the malts. If anything, I'd say it's like then you have bitterness of the chocolate. Now Cascade obviously works with IPAs, light ales and that, but I didn't add a lot. Now Cascade's got a certain flavour when you don't overuse it in the bittering. You don't get so much of the pine and resin. It's slightly subtle and sweet. This has got like a little bit of a type of Cascade type aroma, but then on the back end, it's like a Goldings, but it's not. It's not East Kent. It's gone now. The malts really do mask the hops, but they're there, and you can just get them. Sweetness. There's a bit of the malt. There's the hop. Now you get the coffee. Then you get that bitterness of the coffee. And there, just a little bit of the hop bitterness and the hop flavour. And that bit, I'm going to say that's something like a Styrian Goldens type hop, but bloody camera. I'm going to say that's a Styrian type Goldens type hop, but it's not the attack of the bitterness that comes in. It doesn't come in like a Styrian Goldens. Now I'm racking my brain. Right. I'm going to sip on this and really break it. Pleasant bitterness up front, little zest. That's why I got me the Cascade bit, because it's a certain level. And there's that bitterness. I did a smash beer with a hop, which is similar to Styrian Golden. It's part of the family. It's bred from it. And now I've not used this hop for, when was the smash? 2014. Excuse me. Carbonation. Now that hop that I used back then, I didn't enter it. I used the Minstrel, but I made another smash. And Jonah reviewed it, and I think Brewmaster Ben's reviewed that one, and that was a Styrian Goldens type hop, and it was Aurora. And that didn't have the attack. It had the flavour, but not the attack of the bitterness. And it hasn't got the sustain of Styrian Goldens. It's guitar music. It's the only way I can describe it. You have the attack, it's like how much it comes up and hits you, and the sustain, the length, and then the tail off. Now Aurora had it. You had to put a little bit more in to get it, but the bittering never attacked you smack. It was gentle, and the sustain wasn't very long. So it was a gentle hump other than a mountain. That's reminds me of that. It reminds me of my Aurora Smash. See, smashing's great. The coffee, the toffee, sweetness, and then you get into the bitterness, and there's that little roasty note. So I love it, but it's not in the cheeks like a real heavy porter is, or a good old stout, but real heavy roasty notes. It's not. It's just a tickle, as you would say. Just a tickle on the inside of the cheeks, just to let you know there was some dark malts in it. And the main flavour of this is sweetness. And because of the colour of it, now I use quite a dark crystal to get that red. Okay. Dark crystal will give you a nice ruby colour, not black. The only other way you can get that colour, but mine was actually slightly darker than that. But to get that colour, okay, and blackberries, blackberry brown ale. It's a good recipe that. So I think the malts is chocolate. Your base malt chocolate, definitely got some dark crystal in it because that's sweetness, and the colour. Have I got anything else in it? Don't know. Gonna go for one more and we'll read the gump. It starts off like a porter, a nice porter in the flavour. The body's not too heavy, but the porter flavour's there. It's really quite pleasantly intense as a porter. And then you get the roasty notes, the coffee, the chocolate leaves that coffee roastiness, bitterness to you. And then there it is, this little hint of like a Styrian Goldens. Not the grassy flavourness, but there is a hint of it. But it's not grassy. And Styrian Aurora is not as grassy as Styrians or as East Kent Goldens. It's a little play. And it's got a softer note. All right, let's read the Gumph. I haven't read the others fly mode. Here we go. Right. Okay, they're Dhillon's Brewery in Coventry. So you can look them up on the internet. Ruby Ale, 5.1%. I didn't even read that out, did I? It's 5.1%. Ah, right, here we are. Now, house, no Gumph. Dark ruby with hints of caramel and chocolate. Now I'm going to show you the label. This is probably the bit, no tasting notes, nothing. But what it has got is a full list of ingredients. Can you see that? I'll try and hide some of the light, shade it. There you go. I'll do it that way. You know. There you go. The ingredients. Brilliant. Malts. Marisotta, Vienna, Crystal Light, torrefied wheat. Couldn't detect the Vienna that much. Cascade, Magnum, and Aurora. Wow. But nothing else about, you know, this is this type of beer and it's supposed to taste like that and remind you of that. Let the beer speak for itself. Wow. And it does. I like it. Now, that surprised me, the Vienna. I thought, with that sweetness, I didn't detect that Vienna, Munich Vienna. It's quite, I didn't detect that flavour. Oh, the chocolate and coffee's there, Wolf. And there's that sweetness. Then the coffee bitterness comes in. And then there's that soft bittering, which melds with the coffee bitterness that you get on the back notes. And because the two are there, and the coffee bitterness is quite pronounced compared to the hop bitterness, but they just balanced a bit. And now it's just a little dry, not porter dry, but it's a little dry, you know. You've got that aftertaste of roasted coffee in your mouth. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think, could I taste the Magnum? Definitely got that Cascade a little bit. Maybe that's a bit of the Magnum. But that Aurora's there. I was quite good at picking that one out. Now that hop, Aurora, I only got it the first time when I smashed it. So that was a good pick. Right, I'm going to do something, which I don't normally do. I'm going to go onto their brewery website. Now, that's different. So Marisotta, Vienna, Light Crystal, torrefied wheat. I've just gone onto their website to see what they're about. And it's I clicked one of the links, and it happens to be the Dark Ruby, so I just clicked that. And on here it says Marisotta, torrefied wheat, Dark Crystal, chocolate and Munich. Also the hops on the website are Nugget, Progress and Aurora. And the hops on the bottle Cascade, Magnum, Aurora. So it's on the website. It says chocolate and Vienna. Oh, you definitely taste the chocolate. I think someone's put the misprint on the label. because there's no mention of chocolate, and there is chocolate in there. So I'm going to go by their website. So Dhillons, get onto your printers. Your little list here could be for a different beer. I might be trying later. So let's go off the website one. It's Marisite Torrefied Wheat Dark Crystal Chocolate Munich. That would make sense because there's definitely chocolate in that. Nugget Progress. Nugget, very similar to a Cascade, is it? Yeah, I think it is. Trying to rack the brain. Progress. Oh, I don't mind Progress. And Aurora. So, would I get it again? Actually, I would. And I'll tell you what, the flavour is bigger than the body. But the flavour bangs the porters to one side. In fact, this flavour is getting up where the Sainsbury's, which is the Shepherd and Eames porter, the London porter for Sainsbury's, Shepherd and Eames brewed that one. This one's getting up there. The body's not there, but I like it because it's got a little bit of hoppage in, and it's not supposed to be a porter, I don't think, but I do like it because it's got more flavour. The malts give it more body, and it leaves you slightly dry. So, yeah, I like that. Is it one of the best porters I've had? Not quite. Would I drink it again? Yeah, I would. Carbonation's dropped off. I'll give it a stir so we can get some reaction going. Not much head, and that's got torrefied wheat in. I thought torrefied wheat helped with the head. Yeah, that's a good porter. And it really has got a really lovely coffeeness. Some porters are chocolate, some porters are coffee, some chocolate coffee. This is coffee, but with a bit of caramel. Not so much the chocolate, but the dryness afterwards. Now, there's a little bit of like that dark chocolate dry mouthfeel, and then you get the roastiness comes in, and you get that bitter coffee dryness. Very good, very good porter. I don't know. Oh, actually, I'll go on their website and tell you what their prices are. These are new beers, apparently. So let's find out what their prices are. Right, Ruby, Dark Ruby, a case of Dark Ruby will cost you 12 bottles, 25 quid. So £2.50, about £2, £2.10 a bottle in it. Plus shipping. I don't know if you can get these in supermarkets yet. I expect they will be going for that way if Morrison's are watching. Go. Well, that was an interesting review. I'm going to go for the website and not the printers because of the coffee and the chocolate. However, that was the first in a series of 4 that I've got. So, Dhillons Brewery, keep it real. Dark Ruby from Coventry, thumbs up. Yeah, that's a good one. And here's till the next one. Cheers for now.